Living in the IT era. Lesson 4, Understanding Folders and Directory Structure Managing Electronic Media. Prepared by Professor Ronald Fernandez. Lesson Objectives. In this lesson, you will learn to use Windows File Explorer to find, move, open, and manage files. You will work with Windows, learn about default locations, learn about file types and file permissions. Upon completion of this lesson, you should be able to navigate a directory and follow paths, understand rights and permissions, use File Explorer, and work with Windows. Recognize different types of files, work with files and folders, and find files. Work with the recycle bin, and describe default file locations. Share pictures on a smartphone, manage electronic media. Share files with other users and zip and unzip files. Understanding folders and directory structure. On a personal computer, each storage device, or location, is referred to by a drive letter. This applies to internal storage devices, mapped network folders, and externally connected storage devices as well. The hard drive in a PC is drive C. This is where the operating system and application programs are installed. If your PC has two hard drives and a DVD drive, the primary hard drive is drive C, the secondary hard drive is drive D, and the DVD drive is drive E. The process of drive mapping is simply a matter of tracing the path to a particular network location and telling the operating system that you want to refer to this location using a particular drive letter. Following figure shows a PC with one hard drive, two mapped network drives, and two connected flash drives, D and F, and an inserted SD card, E. And subfolders. A folder is a container for files and provides a method for organizing information. A subfolder is simply a folder contained within another folder. A library is a collection of items, such as files and folders, assembled from directories and paths. The organization of files and folders on a disk is called a directory or a directory tree. The root directory is always represented by the drive letter and a colon, followed by a backslash. Connecting smart devices. A smart device is one that includes its own operating system like smartphones, tablets, and e-readers. Once the device is connected, you can navigate its internal storage system just as you can a folder within your PC. File permissions are rules that determine whether you can access a file and what you can do with it. Two basic file permissions are: read, you can view the names of files and folders on the network, view the contents of files, and execute application program files. Write, you can view the names and contents of files and folders, and can create new files and folders, modify the contents of files, and delete files and folders. Network access. The network administrator controls which users can access specific network resources, such as printers, or servers, or files stored in network folders. A web server administrator maintains web server services that allow for internal or external access to websites. A local location is a drive or folder on a storage location within the computer or immediately attached to the computer. A remote location is one that you access over a network, either wired or wireless, computers. Using File Explorer. File Explorer is the file management interface of Microsoft Windows, and it provides a GUI for accessing and working with files. To open File Explorer, click the File Explorer icon in the taskbar, or click Start, then click File Explorer, or double-click a folder on the desktop, or press Windows plus E. Using File Explorer. File Explorer is the file management interface of Microsoft Windows, and it provides a GUI for accessing and working with files. To open File Explorer, click the File Explorer icon in the taskbar, or click Start, then click File Explorer, or double-click a folder on the desktop, or press Windows plus E. The following figure shows a typical File Explorer window. Control menu. Click to display options to restore, move, size, minimize, maximize, or close the window. Quick Access Toolbar. Contains buttons for frequently used commands like New Folder, and customize Quick Access Toolbar buttons. Title bar. Displays the name of the currently selected folder or application. Control buttons. Minimize. Temporarily closes the window. Maximize. Displays the window full screen. Restore down. Restores the window to the size it was before it was maximized. Close. Closes the window. File menu displays options for working in the current folder. Expand or minimize the ribbon. Click the Expand the ribbon to expand the ribbon and keep it expanded. Button changes to the Minimize the ribbon, which you can click to minimize the ribbon at any time. Ribbon tabs. When you click on a tab, this expands to display the available commands. The File Explorer ribbon tabs are: Home tab includes commands for copying, moving, and renaming files. Share tab includes commands for emailing, printing, sharing, or compressing files. View tab includes commands for changing the display of the contents in the current folder. Help click to open the browser to a page of help topics related to using Windows 10 File Explorer. Navigation buttons. Use back or forward to navigate back and forth among previous views of files and folders. Address bar. Indicates the current location and facilitates quick and easy navigation. Previous locations. Click at the right end of the path to open a drop-down list of previously visited locations. Refresh. Click to refresh the display in the Contents pane. Search box. Use this box to search for a file for folder within the current folder and its subfolders. Navigation pane. Displays drives and folders in a tree view. The contents of the navigation pane are commonly called the folder list. Contents pane. Displays the contents of the drive or folder currently selected in the navigation pane. Split bar. This separates the navigation pane from the contents pane. Status bar. Displays properties or details about the items currently selected in the contents pane. View buttons. Affects the display in the contents pane. Click to view details about each file or folder. Moving/sizing a window/ using scroll bars. Maximized windows cannot be moved because they occupy the entire screen. You can only move a restored, that is, not maximized, window. Position the mouse pointer anywhere on the border side to be sized with the help of vertical double-headed arrow or horizontal double-headed arrow. A scroll bar consists of three parts: an arrow button at each end of the scroll bar, a scroll box, and the scroll area. The scroll box is also called a thumb or an elevator. A file is created using a specific program. The type of program determines what type of file it is. Application file. This type of file includes very detailed instructions for the microprocessor on what tasks to perform. Data file. This type of file contains information you have entered and saved in one of the applications you have on your computer. System file. This type of file also contains detailed instructions for the microprocessor on what tasks to perform, except that they are part of the operating system. An icon with a program symbol on it indicates that it is a shortcut to an application program file. You can create folders at any level, including directly on the Windows desktop. Windows creates the new folder and waits for you to give it a name. Type a name for the folder and press Enter. Right-click the folder icon, then click Rename. Right-click a blank area on the desktop, click New, and then click Shortcut to create new shortcut. The Folder Options dialog box includes 3 tabs. The General tab, shown in the following figure, includes 3 sections. Open File Explorer 2 allows you to specify a default location to display within File Explorer when you first launch it. Browse Folders specifies whether each folder will open in the same window, or in a different window, so you can switch between the windows. Click Items as follows provides options on whether to use a single or double-click to open items. Privacy allows you to specify whether you want to show recently used files and folders in the Quick Access section. There are different ways to display information for files and folders. You can use View ribbon or right-click View. Views for files and folders. Extra large icons shows files and folders as very large icons. Large icons displays files and preview the contents of picture files. Medium icons displays overview of folders or files in a certain location. Small icons contents are sorted alphabetically in multiple columns from left to right. List displays the contents of a folder as a list of names preceded by small icons. Views for files and folders. Details lists the contents of the open folder and provides detailed information about the files and folders inside it. Tiles displays files and folders as medium-sized icons with the file names to the right of the icon with file format. Content displays any properties or reference information about the contents of the file. A file name extension is a suffix added to the base name of a computer file and separated from the base name by a dot. Audio files are generally produced using specialized sound/music applications, but can be played through Windows Media Player, Windows 10 Groove, Music App, Winamp, or iTunes. .aiff, audio interchange file format, developed by Apple Computer, but most browsers can play AIFF files. .mp3 or .m4 a motion picture experts group MPEG, requires a player application such as iTunes, Apple QuickTime, or Windows Media Player. .wav, waveform audio file format, this is the native sound format for Windows. Most browsers include built-in support for WAV files. .wma Windows Media Audio, developed by Microsoft, this format produces much smaller files than the .wav format. Video files are generally produced using specialized video viewing applications, but can be played through Windows 10 Movies, Apple QuickTime, or VLC. .avi Audio Video Interleave, standard video files for Windows. .mov or .qt standard video formats for Apple QuickTime Movies, and the native format for Macintosh operating systems. .mpg and .mp4 Motion Picture Experts Group, standard format for video files on the Internet. .swf animation file created with Adobe Flash and played in web browsers through the Flash Player plugin. .wmv Windows Media Video, a compressed video file format originally designed for Internet streaming applications. Graphics files are images, and these are supported in web browsers, and most operating systems include built-in graphics viewers. .gif graphics interchange format, graphics format used for line drawings and illustrations. .jpg or .jpeg Joint Photographic Experts Group, graphics format used for photographs and complex graphics. .png Portable Network Graphics, graphics format commonly used on web pages. .tif or .tif tagged image file format, graphics format commonly used for desktop publishing and medical imaging. Document files can be created using specialized applications, such as those found in the Microsoft Office suite, in OpenOffice, or in web apps such as those you can access on Google Drive or OneDrive. .ascii, a standard text format for all computers. .doc the default document format for Microsoft Word, prior to version 2007 or Windows WordPad. .docs the default document format for Microsoft Word 2007 and above. .htm or .html hypertext markup language, the document format used in web pages and supported by all web browsers. Point 1. The default format for Microsoft OneNote. PDF portable document format. Document format supported on all operating systems through the use of the Adobe Reader plugin. .ppt or .pptx. The default presentation formats for Microsoft PowerPoint. .rtf rich text format, a document format that supports text and images. .txt or .text document format that supports plain text only, without formatting. .xls or .xlsx. The default spreadsheet formats for Microsoft Excel. Executable files are files that launch a program or procedure. .bat batch file, found on old DOS systems. .cgi Common Gateway Interface, script file used to generate web content. .cmd Windows command file. .com DOS command file. .dll Dynamic Link Library. These files are not executables, but are libraries of code that are referred or called by executable programs. .exe Windows executable program. .msi Windows installer file. These executables are used to automate software installation on Windows system. .vbs Visual Basic, script files created in the Visual Basic programming language. Archives are compressed file formats. Used primarily on the internet, the compressed file format reduces the amount of time necessary to download a file. .bz or .bz2 archive files used by the bzip/bunzip application. .rar A compression standard that is platform neutral, can be used on various operating systems. .tar compressed file used on Unix systems. .zip compressed file used by the PKZIP and WinZip applications. Selecting files and folder. To select all files and folders within a location, click the Home tab, and click Select All in the ribbon or press Ctrl+A. Press Ctrl+C to copy files and Ctrl+V to paste in a location. Press Ctrl+X to cut the file and move to a location. Press F2 to quickly rename a selected file. Searching for files. The Windows search box is used to find help, apps, files, images, settings in the Windows or in the Internet. On a Mac, you can use the built-in Spotlight feature by clicking the Spotlight icon or by pressing Command plus Spacebar. Looking at the recycle bin. The recycle bin is a temporary storage area for files and folders that you delete from the local hard disk. Files and folders deleted from an external disk, such as a flash drive, SD card, or virtual storage device, or from a network drive are permanently deleted and cannot be restored from the recycle bin. To permanently delete a file and bypass the recycle bin, press and hold the Shift+Del while deleting the file. You can delete a file by using right-click. Limitations on email attachments. Many email programs limit the size of file attachments. Gmail equals 25 megabytes, Outlook equals 20 megabytes, and Yahoo equals 25 megabytes. Many email providers and network administrators restrict certain types of file attachments, .exe, .bat, .cmd, .com. In most cases you cannot get around the file type restriction by zipping the files into a compressed format. Compressing files. Compressing one or more files is also referred to as zipping, much like when you stuff a tote bag as full as possible, and then press everything down to make it fit prior to zipping, closing, the bag. WinZip and PKZIP are third-party utilities that have been used to easily and successfully compress and uncompress files. Zipped files are also called archives. Computers running Windows, Mac OS X, Linux and Unix can handle zipped archive files. WinRAR is a Windows data compression tool that focuses on the RAR and zip data compression formats for all Windows users.